Can I just say that work sucked today?
Yeah, you can tell everyone because we're recording now.
Oh, you just happened to do that right then.
Right then. All right, everyone. Is everyone ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's jump right into it then.
We're good to go, boys.
Pay attention, you motherfuckers. Welcome back to the betting lounge. It's cold in the betting lounge. Some could say it's colder than winter itself. I'm your host, Tyler Fletch, joined by a table of degenerates and Jay and Eric. Jeremy is not with us tonight. We've moved forward anyway. Hopefully, we'll get to hear from Billy tonight, as it was the holiday season last week, so she was unavailable. But boys, how are we doing?
Doing all right, Tyler. Doing all right. Eric?
Just pushing through, man. Just steaming through, riding on the good bets and forgetting the bad ones.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Oh.
Eric actually, Eric's the only one that's not that cold. The fucker. Go ahead, Eric. So I apologize. We normally don't do this. We don't talk about bets that we hit if we didn't post them. You'll have to take our word for it, but Eric did hit for a big one, but we do feel bad because we didn't post it. And the reason we didn't post it is because I'm in charge of posting, and I was 3 sheets to the wind on Sunday night and totally forgot.
Man, I feel bad. I mean, here's the thing. When I chose that parlay,
hold on. Tell them what you hit for. Tell them what you hit for.
Like how much money I made off of it, or just the odds that were on it.
You can do whatever you feel. I mean, we always post. He hit for like $141 off 10, and the parlay was a 6-legger, and it was the Dallas game.
It was a 4-leg parlay plus 1,400 odds. I completely understand why some of you guys didn't want to jump on it because it did look a bit crazy. But I'd already lost 2 bets the day before, and I figured, you know what? Fuck it. This looks spicy. I like it. I'm probably going to lose another $10, but let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, normally we don't like to talk about it, but I brought it up because I didn't want to make it seem like we were all cold. But as a podcast and as a whole, we fucking suck.
I don't know about that.
In general, come on, guys. We gave some horrible. I mean, we did bet, we did not hit. I mean, yes, we won some mortal locks here and there.
Yeah.
We have not been keeping track of that. We need to do a better job of that next year. We're definitely going to keep a running total of their set in stones for. I always say mortal locks and fuck that up. Our set in stones for the playoffs, but you know what? There's only a few weeks left. We did do a soccer episode. I know it's a lot of work, though. We need more people on this team. We won't be doing one this week. Maybe we will. I don't know. I haven't talked this through. I don't want to bore you with a production meeting at this time. Let's move right into it, boys. And I fucking love this game. Love the first game. Let's talk about it real quick. Las Vegas Raiders +7 at the Indianapolis Colts -7. The total for the game is 44.5. Let's start. I'm just going to bring it up. It was sad. It was a heartbreaker during the week. John Madden passed away. And if you know anything about football, watch football. Even if you don't, if you watch commercials, Ace Hardware, Tough Actin', Tenactin', boom, zap. That was John Madden. The video games, everything, man. I absolutely love John Madden, and sorry to see him go. Not trying to get too soppy on this podcast, but he was honestly, it sucks that he's gone. He was like, I mean, the dude drew penises on the teleprompter. Let's just put it that way. He brought great joy to everyone's life. So
He was the most colorful commentator that you could ever have in NFL. Man, I mean, how could you not put it that way? Like, he was just the most lovable, fun, entertaining guy.
And he knew how to make it simple, right? Like, keep it simple, stupid. He knew all the X's and O's, but just the way he spoke to the common man, where it was like, he hit the hole and boom, he gets right in there. Like, that's all we needed. You know what I mean? It wasn't over the top. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
And it was funny. And he would rag on people. He worked for every single network. I mean, he's a legend. That's the only way there is to it. And hopefully they find a way to, I think they need to find a way to redeem him and put him in the game. There has to be some kind of award or something named after him.
Tyler, let's not forget he was also in the third greatest football movie of all time, The Little Giants.
Mm-hmm.
He was. I remember
in the Little Giants, man. He was in the Little Giants.
Wait, was that not the movie with like the little football team, the kids, and like the nerdy kid? He comes up with the play that he called like the annex of Puerto Rico or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Great.
So let's get into the game. This is kind of fucked up, but we said this before, man. This is what happens on this podcast, and it has happened in the Raiders. Unfortunately, when Henry Ruggs had his accident and actually took a life of someone, it was very unfortunate, but we told you the Giants were going to beat him. The Giants did beat him. So guess what? This one's for you, Coach. I am going to start this off. I'm taking the Raiders money line. This is a moral win. This is a John Madden win. This is a game the Colts should win, which means they'll lose. I'm riding on the Raiders. I know, Jay. I know you're saying no.
No. I was gonna go the other way. I actually think isn't Sam Ehlinger starting for the Colts?
No, they redid protocol for the Colts. So now if you're unvaxxed, it was 10 days, right? You had to sit out, but now even for unvaxxed and vaccinated players, it's only 5 days. Imagine that, closer to playoff push. It's like fucking bullshit, NFL. Make up your damn
They already
mind.
changed it from 10 days to 5 days?
Yeah, so he's going to play. Wentz is going to play.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, then what's the point in getting these notifications? It's like, oh, so-and-so's gone on the COVID list. Like, okay,
they literally changed it. Like later, like a day later, the NFL changed it.
No. You know what, Tyler? Even so, I'm with you. Emotions are high. This has to get done. I'm going with the Raiders, and +7 is not bad at all, man.
No,
I think they can keep it close.
Jay, I'm not going +7.
You're going money line.
Money line +245. +245 for the coach.
I'm going to take +7.
I mean,
I know I'm not going to take the training wheels off. Not yet.
I don't know.
Not yet.
Not even for coach.
All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Boom. Tough acting to acting.
I mean, I'm not going to put the whole bankroll on it, but we'll sprinkle something on it.
20. Do a 20.
It does,
that's like 2 minutes for us. 20.
I'll throw some gas money on it.
Remember when I said the Giants were going to win and everyone mocked me and they won? I mean, this is the upset, right? Always do the opposite of what you think the Colts are going to do.
Right.
Yeah, no. I mean that's the point to take away right there, because like the Colts always scare me. I don't like betting on them
because they're wishy-washy as hell. And
they're fucking a yo-yo team. This
is a game they should win, which means they'll lose. I mean, think about it. Remember when they played the Patriots and we did a squad ride and it was our only squad ride loss of the year? I mean, it's what they do. And then Jay even doubted him again last week against the Arizona Cardinals. Jay's high on the Cardinals. No disrespect to you, Jay, but it's what they do. It's the flip and the flop.
Yeah. They're hard to predict. But I like what you're saying, because that's kind of what has been proven to be true for us. When you think they're going to do something, go the other way. And I was high on the Cardinals, but that's another story, right? For a later game.
Well, but that brings up a good point, though. If they beat the Cardinals last week, then it's time for a team like the Raiders to fucking smack their ass this week, right?
Yeah, and also Tyler brought up in the chat that Wentz won't be ruled out. His status is up in the air until Saturday, but I guarantee that fucker is going to play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude, the way they're doing it with everything, it's just ridiculous. Also, I wish Jeremy was here because, I mean, we'll bring Billy on for it and see what she thinks too. But there's some bones to pick with the old Cowboys. Not on a personal level, but like it kind of speaks to the Cowboy pride a little bit. Not about the team, about the fan base. I think they're a good team this year, but
yeah, we look all right.
We'll talk.
Are we the best against the spread in the NFL?
Look all right. Did you watch last week's game?
Are we the best against the spread?
Fucking shit.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if we want to do this right now, we're not.
No. Let's follow the order.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is good teams do that to bad teams. That's what's expected. So that means they're a good team. But like that was coming. I mean, we all felt it. Like, I didn't think it'd be that big of a blowout, but that's what good teams do. And the Cowboys are a good team. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Is it me already? Know your team.
Yeah, it's you.
New York Giants at Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are favored by -5.5. The total is 37.5. And this is actually going to lead into the Cowboy talk that's going to get started here soon. Let me talk about the game real quick. I thought with Nick Foles starting on Sunday, I thought it was an easy 6.5 points. I underestimated how bad Seattle is. This week, I think Bears cover 5.5 easy. Our defense is rolling. It's a Mike Glennon revenge game. Remember, the Bears did play with Mike Glennon. Half that defense knows his tendencies and knows who he is. So with that being said, I take know your team. I'm going Bears -5.5. I mean, that's just what it is. The under the 37. Yeah, I'd stay away from the total. That's just me. But honestly, I think it doesn't matter who the Bears quarterback is. I think our defense is good enough to turn the ball over. Also, if you want to do a little parlay, same game parlay, I think this is the game the special teams or the defense scores.
I like that, actually. I like that. I do think that there's a special teams or a defensive touchdown in this game. And I always defer to you when it comes to the Bears, but I was leaning that way already. So I'm glad that you said it. I don't think much of the Giants, and I think that the Bears at home, I think they can get this one done, man. I really do. And -5.5 doesn't seem like something that's, too astronomical. I would take it.
And I'm not trying to get too sad on this podcast, but here we go again. Jeff Dickerson did pass away earlier this week. He was a writer for Chicago, worked for ESPN. His wife died a couple years ago from cancer. Now he has died from cancer and leaves behind their 11-year-old son. So the Bears are going to be playing with heavy hearts. There is a GoFundMe if anyone wants to contribute to that page. There is a GoFundMe for the Dickerson family. His son's name is Parker. I don't know the exact, it's something Parker, Fun Parker, but I'm sure you can find it if you just Google it. So that too, The Bears are going to be playing with heavy hearts.
Wow.
Eric, do you want to chime in after I just fucking killed the podcast?
No, I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised that you were leaning towards the Bears to cover 5.5, but after the explanation.
Oh, and the dude,
I mean,
it's not.
Well, it's like here. Let me just put it this way. I feel for you. Yes, the Bears are not a top-notch team. They need a lot of goddamn work. The Giants
need
their shit. They're shit.
Okay. Here's why this feeds into this is why if you're a Bears fan, check out the podcast 34 to Glory that I do with my father, where we talk all about the Bears. And yes, that is a plug for our podcast. because of this. You cannot even bet on Robert Quinn to be Defensive Player of the Year. And that's horseshit. Horseshit. Yeah, Micah Parsons, he's good. I'm not knocking Micah Parsons. But all this talk about Micah Parsons and not one person. It's TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett. Guess who's second? Guess who is behind TJ Watt by half a sack? Oh, that's right. Robert Quinn with 17 sacks on the year. No one's talking about him, and you can't even bet for him. He is second.
You think there's a reason for that?
Yeah, it's called East Coast, West Coast biased.
Yeah, that's what it is. That is the reason. I can't think of any reason other than that. It just seems like they don't see the appeal in it. Like maybe they don't think it's a sexy pick or something that people are gonna gravitate towards too. But like you have to admit, like the fucking Chicago market is huge, man. I mean, people would love to see Robert Quinn win, but
he's a half. So 17.5 is a single season holder by Richard Dent. So Richard Dent holds that, and he had that since 1985.
Yeah.
So come on, guys. I mean,
yep.
How is he not even an option to bet? That's my biggest fucking thing. Like, how is he not even an option? He might not win. I don't care. But to not even make him an option is not only a disgrace for publicity, is a disgrace on your website, FanDuel. I'll call you out. That's bullshit. Like,
man,
he
honestly,
should be on there.
I think half the time it's just that they're spinning on their thumbs trying to figure out what to put out there and what not. I mean, we've seen this on multiple sports though, you know?
No, not like this. Like, how is Jalen Ramsey on there? How is J.C. Jackson? I don't even know who that is. Darius Leonard is on there. Matt Judon is on there. How the fuck is he not on there?
Here's the thing, man. It's a sports book. They're in the business of making money, not making us money. So not putting certain names up there.
That's what I'm saying, though, Eric. You're right. You're dead right. They're about making money. So why isn't the second leading leader in the NFL in sacks not on there? Because guess what? He's probably not going to win, and people are going to bet on it. It's fucking stupid by the sports book.
We've had this conversation multiple times.
Not like this.
I've said this before. Like, doesn't mean you can't put it out there. Put it out there and just put the odds so fucking astronomical that you'd have to be insane to bet on it. But if you want to bet on it, let people bet on it and then take their money.
But I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. He's not even fucking on there. It's bullshit.
I don't disagree.
That was my rant. I mean, I'm fucking done. But as a podcast, and I'm not just trying to put you guys on the spot, but it's bullshit, right? It's not just me overreacting because I'm a Bears fan.
No, I've experienced it with multiple bets where there's shit that I want to bet on, and it's like, why in the fuck is this not even an option?
You know what? I hope he fucking. What if he gets? I was talking to Tyler Scott, and he's a regular on this program, and he even said, well, what if he goes out and gets 6 sacks? Then where does that put him? Because now he's broken the all-time season record. Is he even on the list now? I mean, come on, he wins then. What if he wins and there wasn't even a chance to bet on him? Go fuck yourself, FanDuel. Like, I'm sorry, but not sorry. If you
have
want
you checked other books? Have you checked other sports books?
Yeah, he's not on there. Yeah, you know what? It's not just FanDuel. Fuck you, sports books. Jay, am I overreacting here?
No, you're not. You're not. But I don't think it comes down to the sports books, man. I really don't. Even though because they're just following what they see coming, right? I think that the problem is with the culture in football, right? I think that's the problem. It's the culture in football, and it comes back to like the same argument that we have with the MVP award, right? There's just these ridiculous biases that are unfair, right? And they don't take into account like the things that people do, right? They don't take into account like the statistical achievements of people as much as they should. And then they do take it into account when it's convenient for them for their argument. So I think that that's a problem that you're seeing, like that is just perpetuated through sports in the NFL in particular. I think that there's like this this really heavy yoke of of bias and just
okay. And
I don't think the players care about this as much as you would want them to, right? Because they know it's a load of bullshit.
Okay, and I completely understand that, but you're a sports book and you're involved in making money. And if he's the second leader in NFL sacks, and for him to not even be up there is stupid. I get where you're coming from, Jay, and I completely agree with your points on the NFL. But if I'm a sports book and I'm running and my job is to make motherfucking money, then I'm putting his ass on the fucking list. I don't care if he doesn't win. Good if he doesn't win. I'll put it at plus 1,000, and he's number 2. But what happens when people fucking go irate if he does perhaps win? If he does have a breakout game, let's say he gets 5 sacks in a game. Let's say he gets 2. Let's say he gets 3. Where does this go if the others don't follow? What if he's leading? Then you're an idiot. Then you're sitting there with your thumb up your ass going, oh, gee golly willikers, you sure did fuck up. Yeah, you fucking did.
Yeah, well, but you know what? At the same time, as long as the sports books are making their money and no other sports book, like every sports book made that same mistake, then it's like, okay, well, we're safe because we didn't lose out against them. So
no, you're still losing money. You're still losing money.
Well, they're still
I'm
losing.
Just being honest.
Yeah, they're still losing money, but like, what's the fallout? Like, yes, you made a dumb decision as a sports book, but I mean, it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah, no.
It's like any other business.
I've never. But my point is, and I know we're getting stuck on this, but my
point we really
is,
are.
Well, because my point is, he's second. He's fucking second. He's a half sack down from the NFL favorite. It makes no fucking sense. Here's the logic to this, but no,
half the shit on the sports books never fucking makes sense. But you bet on what you can bet on when it makes sense.
But no, I'm gonna fight this one to the end because this doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Because, dude, it's like offensive player of the year. It's like if you took Cooper Kupp away and just don't have the favorite as Jonathan Taylor, you'd be sitting there going, "Where the fuck's Cooper Kupp? He's not even on the list." I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but so Tyler, I think it ultimately comes down to them knowing something that you don't know,
But like that's what I'm saying, Jay. He's not gonna win, right?
Right. So
put him in there to make fucking money. Then what's the point? I think we can all agree it's done by the sports book.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Then
make money. Yeah. Like if you know he's not gonna win, make money. You're telling me no one in Chicago,
like have him in there as bait.
Exactly. You're telling me no one in Chicago is gonna bet that line. I'm going to bet it off of fucking principle and just because I'm fucking irate right now. Let's move on.
Yeah, we can tell.
I understand. It's all right, man.
We got a lot more games to go, boys. Let's go.
Ton. Yeah, we got to start flying through some after I just blew my load. Let's clean that up. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at New York Jets. New York Jets are a plus 13. Total for the game is 45. Boys, I could give 2 fucks less in this game. I'm not really going to bet it, but if I had to, I'm taking Bucks minus 13.
Yeah, same. I don't see a lot to it. I'm definitely not going to watch it.
Well,
right? No.
And I'd have to double check, but I think the Jets starting quarterback is out. He's on the COVID list this weekend. So I think if what I saw was correct, then yeah, the Bucks minus 13. That's a fucking no-brainer.
Eric, I'm not trying to like call you out or anything, but does it really matter who the starting quarterback is for the Jets?
Not really.
No.
Not really. But I mean, he's the only one that's been playing as their starting quarterback most of the season.
I like how you don't even say good. You're like playing, like just a blanket statement. He's been playing as their starter the most. All right, let's get on to it. Atlanta Falcons at Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are a minus 14.5 favorite at home. The total for the game is 44. Gentlemen, who do we like in this one? And are we betting it?
I like the Buffalo Bills minus 14.5. I know it's a big gap.
Do you really?
It's a big gap, but you know what though? I do also like the over, but I think maybe I would tease it down a few points and then put it in a parlay. That's what I would do. But that's just, I mean,
I do like that.
That's where I always take this. That's where I always take it. I will tease it down a few points and maybe take the Buffalo Bills. Minus 9.5 or some shit like that, and then work with that, baby.
I do like teasing down the over because I can easily see that happening. Whether or not the Bills are going to cover 14.5, that's questionable. The Falcons, they suck, but the Bills haven't been the Bills this year. So, yeah.
Tyler?
Flesh, what are your thoughts on that?
I absolutely like Atlanta plus 14.5. I think this is I lean towards betting this. I think Buffalo might win. I think it's going to be close, and I'm only basing this off of what we have seen from Buffalo in the past. Big games followed by letdown games. And this is a definite letdown game. They're coming off a huge win against New England at home. I mean, in New England. This is to me, this is a pivotal point for the Buffalo Bills to me, right? This is going to say, are they a playoff team or are they not? Right? Because this is a game where it's a non-conference, non-divisional game, correct? AFC versus NFC. What it comes down to is, are you going to get up for this game? And it's going to be a pivotal point. If Buffalo on paper and on logic should blow them out, are they up for the game? I don't know. I lean towards Atlanta plus 14.5. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington football team. The football team is plus 3.5 favorites. The total for the game is 45. Boys, I'm not betting this game. I have no interest in it. Do you?
No, I'm going to stay away. Even though I do like Philadelphia, I'm still going to stay away.
Agreed.
I was going to say, on the surface, I wouldn't give two shits, but for some reason, part of me really likes Washington at plus 3.5. Am I fucking nuts for that?
No, I mean, they just got their ass kicked and they're playing another divisional game. I don't think you're crazy at all for that.
Just for clarity, I don't know if I'd put money on that game, but if I do decide to, I might just want to go with Washington at plus 3.5. I don't know why. It's just calling me.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Why not? Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of research for an upcoming segment. I apologize.
This one's tough, though. This one's tough.
This next one?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Kansas City Chiefs at a surprisingly good Cincinnati Bengals this year. Bengals are plus 5.5. They are a home dog. The total for the game is 51. I don't think it's as hard as people are making it out. I really like the Chiefs. They're clicking at all the right time. And I just feel like eventually the Bengals are going to bungle.
Do we like the over, though, at 51?
I do not, because let me tell you why. That Chiefs defense is just they have just jumped, man. I would touch the under, but then that would make for a boring game to watch. I could be wrong. My favorite here is minus 5.5.
Well, how much resting do you think the Chiefs are going to do?
Not much. They're still playing for that one seed. They do not have that one locked up yet. And they could potentially, knock the Bengals out of playoff contention.
I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Flesh. Like, I wasn't thinking about it until Jay said it, and then as soon as Jay said it, I'm like, that over does look tasty. It really does.
I think they put points on the board, man.
Yeah, man, because the Chiefs defense, they're looking better towards this part of the season, but come on, man, those two teams, I can easily see them just like taking turns scoring touchdowns all game.
I don't know. I think that's a rat line. I like the under.
I think so.
Sorry. Moving on. All right, let's get to the next game. New England, Jacksonville Jaguars and New England Patriots. This line is alarming. It is minus 16.5. The total for the game is 41.5. Boys, I could care less. I'm not going to bet this game, but I lean New England, even though it's huge, minus 16.5.
Yeah, fuck this game.
Jay?
Yeah, Patriots are going to win. I'm not fucking with minus 16.5.
That's too much, man. I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Miami Dolphins. This is a big one. Rewind. Miami Dolphins at Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is a home favorite at minus 3.5. The total is 39.5.
Listen,
this one's close.
Tyler, I'm not saying that the Miami Dolphins are going to continue their run of good luck. You know, they've been winning lately. I'm not saying that that's going to continue, but I do like plus 3.5. I think this is a
right
game, and I don't know. I want to keep riding the wave. I really do.
You there, Jay. I'm with you on that, man. That's what I was.
I saw Jalen. Yeah, Eric. I saw Jalen Waddle do the waddle after he scored a touchdown.
I love that.
Come on, man. How can you not get behind that? Get behind that. Get after it. Plus 3.5, minus 115. I like it. That's all there is to it.
I like it.
I do too. I really do.
I gotta let the dog out. You guys can. Do you want me to go to the next game or continue?
Oh, I mean, I think Jay and I are in agreement there. Plus 3.5.
Yeah.
Let's
Dolphins.
go to the next game.
Let's look at the Rams.
All right, I'll let you go to the next game. I'll give the lines real quick, and then you can take it away. We have the Los Angeles Rams flying all the way across country to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are plus 5.5. The total for the game is 46.5. Take it away,
Eric.
Jay.
Now, I know, right? Looking at this, minus 4.5 for the Rams doesn't seem like a lot to me. Every time that someone says like, "Hey, we're flying across the country for this game," that gets a little in my head right now. When Tyler said it got a little in my head. It gets to me a little bit, but
I say take that with a grain of salt, man.
Yeah, but I feel like these Ravens are kind of ragtag right now, man. I don't know that they have that they have it all working together, really. Not to beat the Rams. I think the Rams are rolling all right. They're doing okay. They're looking better. And minus 4.5 doesn't seem like a lot. Like if you ask yourself, can they win by a touchdown? How do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, man,
or were you leaning the other way? Were you thinking Baltimore?
No. Yeah, I was kind of thinking like I think the Ravens have been doing really solid this year, but I think they're kind of coming to the end of that gravy train, you know?
Yeah.
And the Rams aren't losing steam yet. And 4.5, to your point, though, like 4.5 is like that's not much, man. Like that's
saying
2 field goals or like even a touchdown and a missed extra point. I mean,
yeah. That's what I think. And Stafford had a bad game last week. I don't think he repeats it again. I don't.
This one's a little odd, ain't it?
Yeah.
I kind of think it's too good to be true, and I kind of lean towards the Ravens.
You think so? But why though? Justify that to me. Like, explain why you would pick the Ravens, because I don't see it. Like, it just seems like this hodgepodge that kind of works sometimes and kind of doesn't.
Honestly, it's just because it's cross country, and it's just too good to be true. That's it.
Hey, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, these fucking goddamn pop-ups.
Okay, yeah, that's the only reason, man.
I don't know. I'm with Jay on this one. I still like the Rams at minus 4.5.
All right, let's move on then. What do we got here next? Denver Broncos at Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are a minus 6.5 favorite. The total is 46.5. I don't even want to touch this game.
Is it not that simple just to say Chargers at minus 6.5?
I mean, the Chargers lost to the Texans, man.
Fair enough. But Bridgewater's out.
Yeah.
I think maybe even their second string might be out. I don't know. I can't remember, but
I mean, when you lose to the Texans 41-29, I mean, if I have to bet this game, I'm taking Denver plus 6.5. You can't lose to Dallas like that, or Houston like that. Excuse me.
Is it Drew Lock at the quarterback position?
I have no idea. I'm not, like I said, I'm not betting that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass altogether. I don't really have any interest in the game. I don't feel like anything jumps out at me. I'm really more so looking at the next one.
Houston Texans at San Francisco 49ers. Niners are a minus 12.5 favorite. The total is 44. Jay.
Oof. Could the Texans be turning the corner? Plus 12.5 seems like a lot to me. I like what the Texans did last week. I'm going to go with the Houston Texans plus 12.5. The 49ers have been up and down, and, they've let me down. I've lost a few boxes eating on the Niners, and I think I'm done with them. We're breaking up. That's it.
I don't think I want to touch this game. I think
Houston, baby. Houston.
Man, again, I think the Texans could probably pull off plus 12.5, but as far as putting money on it, no, that ain't going to be the game that I picked this weekend.
All right. I am leaning San Francisco 49ers. I think they can cover this easy. I think if you have fantasy, this is a good time for Kittle. Kittle's going to have a big game. I would look at Kittle over and Kittle for a touchdown.
He might, because he didn't have one last week, because I have Kittle.
He had a horrible game last week.
He didn't do anything.
I understand that Jimmy Garoppolo, his finger is hurting, and also we might see more of Lance, but I still like San Francisco to cover that line. I mean, Houston's Houston, boys, right?
That's kind of what I'm feeling.
All right, it's time for Know Your Team. Unfortunately, Billy will not be able to make it today, so that is fine. We will move on without her. It's Arizona Cardinals at Dallas Cowboys. Jay, you are the only Cowboy fan, so I'll let you take it after this. Cowboys -6. The total for the game is 51.5.
I mean, we keep rolling, right? We keep rolling. Listen, I've been on the Cards for a while, and I'm telling you how good the Cards are. And then towards the end of the year, they've let me down. The Cardinals have let me down in a terrible way. But looking at this, Dallas is at home. I think that we keep rolling. I think we easily cover 6. And I'm looking forward to seeing Parsons run down Kyler Murray. I think it's going to happen. I think Murray's going to run around looking scared, and it's going to be a show.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't understand how this line is not -7.5.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I love it at 6. I don't understand why. I'm not going to move it up. I'm not going to move it down, but I am going to take it at -105 at -6. The way they have it at -105 kind of leads me to believe that it might move to -7. So I would kind of jump in now.
No, I love that line exactly where it's at. I mean, come on, man. Cowboys at -6. Yeah, the Cardinals are good, but
Yeah.
to Jay's point, though, their defense, the Cowboys defense is really coming together. They've been good anyway. Now they're really coming together. And I think you have a very valid point that they're going to be putting a shit ton of pressure on Kyler Murray. And he's going to be scrambling a lot, and he's not going to know his ass from a hole in the ground.
Yeah, I agree. So let's move on then. Carolina Panthers, Know Your Team. Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. Saints are -6.5 at home. Total for the game is 38.
Yeah. So is this not just easy? Is this not just easy money? I mean, I'm going to kill my fucking cat if he keeps his fucking attitude up. But come on. Panthers were garbage. we're garbage. We've been looking like garbage all year. The Saints, not so great either, but at plus 6.5, I just think that's easy money. I really do.
I don't.
Really? Please explain, because I'd love to know why you think that.
Saints are garbage, dude.
Just so are the Panthers.
I like Panthers. I like Panthers at 6.5. I don't like Saints. I'm not taking Saints at 6.5. I take Saints minus 2.5. I'm not taking Saints at minus.
That's what I'm saying. Panthers at plus 6.5.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying something else.
No. I'm saying.
Wait, did we say Panthers plus 6.5?
It's gonna be like a dumpster fire on top of, a shit show of a garbage can that, like, yeah, it's shit team against shit team. Saints will probably win. I don't think they're gonna win by 7 though.
Yeah. Yeah. Panthers, baby. Panthers. I'm riding with the Panthers today.
All right. Detroit Lions plus 7 against Seattle Seahawks at Seattle. The total is 42.5. Gentlemen, I actually like Detroit here.
Hey, thanks for saying that, because I was going to say that I like Detroit too. And it just sounds weird saying it. It feels so unfamiliar. These are words that, like, people outside of Detroit don't utter. Right. So when it comes out of your mouth, it just feels strange.
It really does. You're spot on there, Jay.
Yeah. I like Detroit plus 7. Seattle sucks.
Seattle blows.
Yeah. I mean, without logic, it does make sense. It sounds weird to say it like that, but Lions at plus 7 against the Seahawks. I don't know. I'm not going to put money on that game, but that does make sense.
All right, let's move on then. Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers. Green Bay minus 7. Total is 46. As a Cowboys fan, you need Minnesota to win this game. I actually like Minnesota a lot at plus 7. Cowboys. Green Bay has been playing every single game close. Minnesota plays them hard. Minnesota needs this to even stay alive. But more importantly, we all know when you're a rival team, you love to knock down your rival. So I think Minnesota is going to absolutely do that when it comes to Green Bay. They're going to bust their ass. Whether they win or not, I don't know. But the way Green Bay's been playing close games, I absolutely love Minnesota at plus 7.
Didn't Green Bay have a really close one with a ragtag Ravens team too? If I recall.
Say that again.
Did they?
I think Green Bay had a really close game with a ragtag Ravens team.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they barely beat the Browns last week, and the Browns threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, that doesn't look good for Green Bay, honestly. Man, you know what? The Vikings have done me wrong. Well, specifically, their quarterback, but
also, just real quick, Tyler Scott chimed in. Detroit is good against the ATS. They are against the spread. They are 10-5 this season.
Really?
Yeah.
That is pretty good. I like that. I wonder what the Vikings look like at the spread.
Am I the only one that's really liking the over on this game?
Yes.
You think so?
Why not? It's at 46.5.
Green Bay, I mean, I don't know, man. Green Bay just has not too good.
No, you know what? I'm
like
going to stay out of this one. I'm staying out of this one.
You know,
I like Minnesota. I like Minnesota, but
I'm kind of out on the total too. I love Minnesota at plus 7.
Yeah, but the Packers offense, they're going to put up a fight comparable to the Vikings. I'm not saying they're going to win, but offensively they're gonna try to match it up. So I don't know. I guess that's why I'm liking the over, because it's only 46.5. That's not too much to cover.
Honestly, though, I look at the time on this, and this is Sunday at 8:21 p.m. By that time, a few bourbons in, I'm gonna take the Vikings at that. Like at 8:21 p.m., I'm already a few bourbons in. I'm taking the Vikings plus 7. Like I'm looking into the crystal ball right now. At that, like 8:21, I'm saying, fuck it. Let's take the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Why? Oh my god! I'm trying to copy and paste the link for you guys, but it's not working. So
That's all right.
um,
What do we think of the next one? This is a dumpster fire, man.
No shit, right?
I don't like either team,
I
Tyler.
don't even know. I don't even know if I'd say it's a
okay,
dumpster
okay.
fire. I don't understand the spread.
Let me read the lines. Cleveland Browns -3.5 to Pittsburgh Steelers +3.5. The total for the game is 41.5.
That's a low over.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, none of this makes sense. I don't understand the spread. I don't understand the total points.
I know it's going to be close because they both suck, though, Eric.
Yeah, well, the Browns aren't doing well. But Jesus Christ, the Steelers fucking suck.
Yeah.
So I can understand why the total is like 41.
No, you know what?
Why are the Browns at -3.5 though? Like why that spread?
What makes the Browns favorable at all?
I'll tell you what, man.
Over the Steelers,
guys,
anything,
guys. I fucking love the Steelers at +3.5. It is the official. It's the unofficial official, according to Ben Roethlisberger. He's not going to ever say 100% chance, but this is it. This is his last home game. And every time the Steelers are underdogs, they seem to pull it off. They could actually straight up win this game. I love them at +3.5. I think it's close.
I know the game is going to I know the game is going to be close, boys. I know it's going to be an unattractive game to watch. And the Steelers this year have kind of been a team that, I mean, sometimes they surprise you, but largely they've just been a letdown, right? Do they have one of those last surprises or just one more surprise like in the bag? Maybe they do. Like looking at the way that Baker Mayfield has played and like how he's throwing picks like crazy, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a game that they decide to show up for. You feel me? So that being said, what is it on the money line?
Plus 150 for the Steelers. Plus
150 for the listeners. I don't know that I'm going to take it. But for the listeners out there, plus 150, it's not crazy. I think I'm going to put my eggs in another basket, and it's going to have a big star on it, personally. But this, it looks okay. But you're going to check the score the next day because, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that you watch this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ride with Jay on that. Like I don't think this is a game that I'm gonna put money on. If I did, I would probably either take the Steelers on the money line. Again, I don't know why. For some reason, I really like that over. I think these two teams can easily cover it at 41. This is not my go-to. It's not my golden goose for the weekend, but if I were to put money on that game, that's probably what I'd be looking at is the Steelers on the money line and possibly even the over on total points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds good. Let's talk about, a little sprinkle. Let's talk about some futures, shall we? Before we wrap this show up.
Can we do a little EPL sprinkle?
Go ahead, Jay. Say it.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, we talked about this. No, let's do it after the futures.
Okay, so futures. Let's talk. We need to bring this up. This has to be addressed. Joe Burrow versus Dak Prescott. Prescott is -600. Burrow is +500. I don't know why. Have you guys looked at the stats at all for this year? It is unbelievably close. I do not think this is a runaway at all. I think that Dak gets more hyped up through the media, but man, these numbers, holy shit, these numbers. Do we all have the numbers brought up?
Season awards?
Trying to pull it up right now.
All right, I'm just gonna go through the numbers real quick. Completions, Dak has 365 completions, Burrow has 336 completions, but Dak has 531 attempts and Burrow only has 481. Here's where it gets interesting. Percentage of completion. Dak is at 6.7. Joe Burrow's at 69.9. Yards. Joe Burrow has more yards with fewer completions. Burrow has 4,165. Dak has 3,928 yards per attempt. Dak averages 7.4. Burrow has 8.7. TDs. Dak has 29. Burrow has 30. Interceptions. Dak has fewer with 10. Burrow only has 14, though. When it comes down to being sacked, though, the Cowboys' offensive line's doing a lot better, as Dak's only been sacked 28 times. Burrow's been sacked a whopping 47 times.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot closer.
Than the odds would indicate.
I mean, guys, that's when it comes to touchdowns, Burrow's right there, guys.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Dak is at minus 600 odds. Burrow is at plus 500 odds. You are absolutely pointing out the value for Burrow at plus 500.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, if the stats are that fucking close.
I mean,
the odds are way off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a runaway for
look, guys, it comes back to the same thing that we say though. Like, what's sexier? Like and it feels weird describing it as sexy, but everyone saw Dak Prescott's leg just get absolutely shattered, right? This is Dallas versus Cincinnati. This is a story that was highly publicized last year. It was all over TV because it was such a gruesome injury, and the fact that he's come back in the fashion that he's come back, which is pretty good. Yes. It's just a bigger story. There's more eyes on it, and I don't think it's fair. I think Burrow's doing really well, but it comes down to that, right? Like same thing with MVP, same thing with the Defensive Player of the Year. Like,
okay, but Jay, with that said, though, what is the sports book basing this off of? What makes them decide who's going to be the comeback player of the year?
It's a lot of stats driven. It's not the sports books. It's the media votes on it and stuff. But let's not forget, guys. Let's not forget. Also, another factor that helps Joe Burrow out. Burrow gets injured. Bengals are 4-11 last year. Okay. Joe's healthy. They're 9-6, and they're number 1 in the division. Does that play a factor in all this?
I mean, I don't know. What did the Cowboys finish last year without Dak?
I'd have to look.
I really want to know now because, I mean, if you're going to throw that stat out there, I don't know. I'm going to Google it right now.
Will someone want to stall for me? I'm looking. I got it.
What was that?
They were 6-10.
Dude, sometimes I get lost in the sports book. I get lost.
I know. I was trying to help. The Cowboys were 6-10 last year.
Okay, and now their standing is
they're 11-4.
So what? Like, okay, if you're going to look at the standings like that, like,
you're trying to argue who has a weaker division.
It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. No, that matters. That's a big thing, man.
It does matter.
But you're basing it off of that, and it's like, okay, well,
I think there's a lot of value at plus 500 for Joe Burrow to win comeback player of the year.
No, I'm not arguing that. There definitely is value there. Like with the stats being where they are, plus 500, that is sexy, as Jay put it.
Burrow also has 2 rushing touchdowns. Dak's 1. I don't know if that matters. I'm just throwing.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. if it's something that you do want to bet on, it's absolutely worthwhile to just, put a few box of CDs on Burrow at plus 500. You
Okay,
lose
yeah.
it, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Eric. Yeah, because those odds are good no matter what, right? So if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, I mean, you would have stood to win a lot. So I understand why you would make that gamble, right?
Excuse me. Whoa, forgot my mic was on. Holy shit, drinking beer.
Woo!
All right, let's move on. Coach of the year. We actually got fucked on this. I put $100 on Bill Belichick. It's looking like Bill is not going to end up with it. Again, though, Matt LaFleur, I don't understand why he's plus 150. Not a good head coach, riding on the coattails of Aaron Rodgers. Frank Reich, don't understand that one either. I still personally I think it should be between Bill Belichick and Zach Taylor. Again, we just said it. Zach Taylor takes a team from 4-11 to 9-6. They're cooking, but unfortunately, I feel like he's going to drop off this week. I feel like they lose to Kansas City. Bill's going to definitely beat Jacksonville. That's going to move him up. I'm praying to God for my future bet that the Vikings upset the Packers.
I feel like a fucking moron because I thought that Matt LaFleur was an offensive coach, not a head coach.
He's a piece of shit. What? Excuse me? Come again? As far as we already talked about NFL Defensive Player of the Year, regular season MVP, it's a fucking joke every year. It's a quarterback's position. Aaron Rodgers is now the favorite. Let me ask you guys a question. We judge a lot on quarterbacks' wins and losses. How do you lose 38-3 in your opener and you're still on the MVP ballot? I mean, if that happens now in the season, see, this is what I don't like. If that would have happened now in the season, they'd be like, oh, God, there's no way he can win. But because it happened early, it doesn't matter anymore. It's null and void. Go fuck yourself. That was a goose egg. That was a pathetic performance.
Matt LaFleur plus 150.
I don't like it, man. Yeah,
I don't like him either, but those are the odds. He's a favorite.
No, I don't like it, period. I don't think it hits.
Am I jumping on the Cowboys train? Because for some reason I like Trayvon Diggs at plus 750 defensive player. That's stupid.
Eric,
but I like it.
Talking about coaching. Where did you just go?
You jumped to defensive player. You said defensive player.
No, I said we already talked about defensive player.
Well, you still said it, so that's where my brain went.
Let's go there. Defensive player, I think it's gonna go to TJ Watt, but who the fuck knows? Michael Parsons is right on his heels. I don't really care about this one. I mean, I don't think Micah Parsons is gonna win it just because the NFL likes to do this thing where Micah will win Rookie of the Year, defensive rookie, but he won't win that. So
yeah.
Also, I really feel like there's some value on Jamar Chase. I know I'm high on the Bengals, but they got to win somewhere, I feel like. I don't feel like Mac Jones has done enough to win NF Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it has to go to Jamar Chase with his big plays. I don't understand. Jamar Chase is plus 300. Mac Jones is minus 350. But Mac Jones literally only threw the ball 3 times in a game this year.
Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of that with the Patriots. It does feel like they really try to manage him. But Jamar Chase is an absolute playmaker. And then that chemistry that they have, that bond that they have, that he has with his quarterback, I mean, you can see it. I was skeptical going into the season about like how he's going to perform, but he's proven me wrong. Although, I mean, I think Jalen Waddle is a crazy dark horse at plus 2,500, man. I mean, Waddle has like produced week in and week out. Plus 2,500. I'm just gonna say, like, that's disrespect. That is disrespect. Jalen Waddle has had a great year. Man. Plus 2,500 just seems like, I mean, fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, did you watch this guy play? I wouldn't understand seeing him at like plus 500. I wouldn't understand that.
Well, Jay, do you think maybe like, again, like Mac Jones being at minus 350, do you think, again, that's just that fucking Patriots train that everyone's riding on? That, like,
it's the biases. It's the favoritism that we talk about.
Yeah,
right,
it's
for
the new starting quarterback for the Patriots. So you're like, oh, he's going to be great. Like we should give him attention.
No, I like Jamar Chase. I really do. But Jalen Waddle is, I mean, he's pretty fucking spectacular in his own right, man.
Yeah, I would agree with pretty much everything there. So
yeah. I mean, I don't see Devontae Smith. He's whatever. Najee Harris has been whatever too.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Offensive player of the year, that's just, again, it's between Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor. I have no idea. I'm staying away from that.
Flip a coin. Earlier I said Jonathan Taylor. I'm just going to stick to it because I said what I said. I said that like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I'm sticking with Jonathan Taylor.
Sounds good. All right, boys, let's do some set in stones, final words, and on the way out, Jay, you can do the sprinkle.
Let's do it.
All right, boys. We all have them, right? We all have.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Oh shit, I don't. Jay's gonna have to go before me.
All right, my set in stone. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. This one is easy for me. I really like Dallas -6, but this is a time-sensitive issue. If you don't get on it right now, I think that line is gonna move. Get on it right now. Dallas -6.
All right, I'll go next. I absolutely love this one. This one's for the coach. This one is a momentum. This one is the Raiders money line at plus 245. Set that in stone.
Oh, God, I hate it when this happens. It happens a lot, but usually when it does, it's a good thing because it means it's a solid fucking pick. I fucking love the Cowboys at -6 at home against the Cardinals. I love the Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray, but damn it, man, the Cowboys are gonna fucking do it, man. They're gonna fucking do it.
Rolling.
Like Jay said, you better jump in on it quick while they're -6 because that line's gonna fucking change. You know it will.
All right, let's get some final words. Jay, you go first, and then we'll loop around for you on the way out.
Oh, don't be afraid to put a little sprinkle on
it. Eric.
I'm celebrating my 21st birthday for the 22nd time today.
Do the math. All right. Remember, the Bears. Just remember them. I don't know. We're not good this year. All right, Jay, take us out with that sprinkle, baby.
All right, let's do it. EPL this week on Saturday, early morning game. All right. Arsenal plus 500 versus Man City. Arsenal is rolling. I don't care what y'all say. Arsenal is rolling. I think that they're a stumbling block for Manchester City. I like it. Or I would do, or even if I was scared, I would do Arsenal double chance, but plus 500. I also like Crystal Palace at home versus West Ham. West Ham has been stumbling. Crystal Palace is plus 210.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, remember, you can't bitch if you don't bet. Does Jeremy even do these things anymore? Or?
Yeah, he's been popping in and out, right?
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
He still hasn't pitched in for the Zoom account. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
We'll see if he watches these.
Oh shit! Did I send you money for that?
No, you guys covered it. Like the day that it had to be renewed, and then Jeremy was just like nowhere to be found.
I forget.
I'm like, all right, well.
All right, boys. Well, it's been real, YouTube. We're going to catch you later.